I'm a man who actually walks the streets, and I'm going to say it again until you finally hear me. I don't sit in the dark room eating McDonald's hamburgers and looking at the internet as though it's the answer for everything in the world. Okay? I talk to everyone, and that's very few people. I talk to a veterinarian. I talk to a burger flipper. And there are men who are doing some work for me at my house, putting rocks on a breakwater. They're all from Guatemala. They're short men, they're strong as iron. These guys are 5'1", 5'2". I speak a little Spanish. They're great people. I mean, I talk to them. I say to them, I say to myself, looking at them, these guys, look what they're doing. Look what they're doing from 7 o'clock in the morning. They're carrying 70, 80-pound rocks, putting them on a wall. I can't do it. They can do it. Who's going to do that? You? All of the Cruz supporters are going to suddenly go and pick up rocks because they're purists? Robert, you think so? You think we're going to get all of the purists from the Cruz machine to start picking up the rocks and picking up the hammers and the saws? I really don't think so. I really don't think that all of the Republican precincts are going to produce men who are going to carry the rocks around America or build the buildings. I bicycle every day past a number of houses that are being built. 5 houses. I've watched them go up over the last 2 years from the time it was just dirt. And I've watched the laborers. It looks like laborers in ancient Egyptian times pouring over these construction sites, building beautiful homes from the ground up for middle-class people to live in, building homes they can't live in. The same as has been in America for a very long time. When the Italian laborers came over, 1890s, 1920 era, they really couldn't afford the houses that they were building for others, but they built them. And then they built some of the most beautiful church edifices in that you've seen. Beautiful stonemasonry. And they built the churches for themselves to go to worship in. They didn't own the church they were in, but they owned it in the sense that they were part of it. They had pride in their work. I can't say it's much different with these fellas from Guatemala and El Salvador, because I'm a pragmatist. I look at the real world. Go to the factories and tell me who's on the production line. And, I know you'll run the production lines yourself. All of you elitists on the right are going to run the production lines. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All of you pure conservatives. You're going to build the houses and you're going to run the production lines. Oh, I've heard it all before. Why, they're taking the jobs that Americans would do. Yeah, well, what Americans? What jobs that Americans will do? You know any Americans who are going to build the houses again? Maybe there was a time 15 years ago that we could have stopped this and rebuilt the building trades in America by putting up vocational schools and teaching American drug addicts to build houses instead of staying home and smoke dope.